Hello and welcome back to Sariel and the Sword of Azathoth, the little RPG series I do that combines Mythic Game Master Emulator, Scarlet Heroes, and U.com to do a kind of improvisational sandbox style RPG with the help of some tools to help me come up with the story. Today we begin episode 6. And this is still in Act number 2. Act number 2 will be a very small act. Hopefully we'll be done with it at the end of this episode. And then we can move on to Act 3, which is when we get to the dungeon. If you've seen my last video about Scarlet Heroes, you will know that the game system has rules for solo RPGing. And today I would like to try one of those out. It's the rules for wilderness adventures. We are in the wilderness right now. We're in the desert between Al-Wadi and Rumah. So it should be perfect to try this out. But first, let me do a quick recap of the story so far, so everyone remembers what happened. In the first act of the series, our protagonist, a chief named Sariel, and her assistant, Marcus, were sent to a rich desert city called Al-Wadi, and they were trying to steal a special scroll from a renowned antique dealer. The contents of the scroll are mysterious, but according to Marcus, they tell about a location called the Fortress of Azathoth. Sariel managed to successfully get in the house of the merchant, but during the burglary, she had to compete against her nemesis, her ex-lover named Dario. Turns out, even though she got away with more scrolls than him, he was lucky enough to get the right one. In the last episode, Sariel and Dario started making their way to Rumah to rendezvous with the mysterious person who gave them their mission. And to determine who that job giver was, we'll turn to Mythic, so I don't yet know who that is. So now they're on their way to rendezvous with the mysterious quest giver, and they wouldn't have much to show for it if it wasn't for a little statuette of an elephant that they got off an ex-employee that they saw along the road. That guy had literally stole a bunch of stuff from the antique dealer's store, and he thought it would be funny to give our adventurers this little statuette because the guy was obsessed with it. Putting 2 and 2 together, Sariel and Marcus are under the impression that this little elephant might be somehow linked to the fortress of Azathoth. Going to the map, I think we would be about where I put the arrow here. So if you count the tiles, it's about 12-13 tiles, and every day we can travel 4 of them. Each tile is about 6 miles in diameter. So we have about 3 days in the desert before we get to Rumah. And it's on that basis that I will be using some of the wilderness adventure rules from Scarlet Heroes. We will be using the rules for encounters and for finding little map features, so we may run into ruins or similar things. So I double checked and we have 12 X's to roll for. We'll be rolling for 2 things on each of these X's. With this purple die, I'm gonna check if there are monster encounters or enemy encounters in general. On a 1, we get an encounter. And with this yellow die, I will check for features. Since we're going through the X's really quick, I just get a 1 out of 6 chances of finding a feature. First X. Let's see. Get a 5 and a 6. So no encounters or features. Second roll. Again, a 2 and a 5. I don't find anything either. 5 and a 5. Nothing. Alright, last roll for the first day. Still nothing. They're getting pretty lucky in a sense. Now we're beginning on day 2. So on the first day, Sariel and Marcus just had a peaceful time on the road to Rumah. Nothing bad happened to them. But will they be so lucky on the second day? Let's see. Still lucky. 6th roll. Double 1. Finally. So before we roll for the encounter, I want to see if we get a feature or not. So the fact that I had a 1 just tells me that I can make a feature check. But as per the rules, I have to roll a d8, and if the result is equal or less than the feature threshold, I discover a feature. But the feature threshold starts at 1. So the first time I get to make a feature roll, it's a 1. The second time I make a feature roll, it's a 2 if I haven't discovered one. It resets when I find a feature. Come on. Nope. So the feature threshold goes to 2, but I don't find a feature after all. But we still have the encounter. And here again, I want to test out how Scarlet Heroes does it. So I will go to the encounter table. And oh, they don't really have a table for the desert, which is a shame. So instead, we will use the plains. We have an 11. 11 is a Kappa. I don't know what that is. At around noon on the second day, Sariel and Marcus come across a watering hole. A welcome sight in the desert, the duo seizes the occasion to stock up on water. As they approach the hole, Marcus says, "Hopefully we're not trespassing into anyone's territory. I heard there are tribes of nomads in the desert. I don't think they would take too kindly to us taking resources from them."
I don't see anyone around, so we should be alright. If they don't see us take it, they won't miss it,
replies Sariel. Can Sariel spot the Kappa hiding in the watering hole? It's gonna be a contest. Kappa has +2, and Sariel, well, she doesn't have a bonus in wisdom, so it's just a straight roll for her. I'm giving Sariel the yellow and white die, and the Kappa will have the purple and orange one. Oh, one of them escaped. So Sariel has 2 + 5, so 7. While the Kappa has 1 and 2. Sariel spots it.
"Oh crap! Something is lurking in there!"
exclaims Sariel before what looks like a mix between a small child and a frog jumps out of the watering hole and lands right in front of them. So since Sariel spotted him, she can attack first, and will also get Marcus to fight. He's not really a fighter, so what I'll do, I'll give him a number of HP equal to Sariel's levels, so he has 4 HP, and if he hits, he'll hit with a 1d4. A Kappa has 6 hit dice, so Sariel can only use her regular attacks to defeat it. Realizing the danger, Sariel takes out her dirk and swings at the monster. It's a 10. Sariel. She narrowly misses. Then Marcus follows her lead by attempting an attack with his dagger. Doesn't have any bonus, so he needs a 15. Nope, that is a 5, I think. Yeah, not a good start. The Kappa strikes at both of them with his claws. He has 2 attacks. The blue die will be Sariel, and the black die would be for Marcus. Oh, well, Sariel is not hit, but Marcus is definitely hit. Sariel dodges a claw, but Marcus takes it right in the stomach. Let's see how much damage he gets. It's a 1d6. A 3 is converted to a 1. Sariel aims another blow at the Kappa. Hopefully, she'll get that one. Oh, come on, Sariel. That was a 1. The blow completely fails. I'm torn between making Marcus disengage or not. But, frick, it's so dangerous to do that because the guy would get a full round of attack for free. This is not going very well. I didn't think the Kappa would be so strong. Marcus doesn't back down and tries another strike. Oh, nice. That's a 16. Yes. Good job, Marcus. The attack lands and the monster is wounded. But then he attacks once more. Yeah, it wounds Marcus, but not Sariel. Please. That's 1 of damage. So Marcus is at half of his health. If he gets knocked out, he'll faint and be really weak. Sariel attempts yet another attack, and she's starting to get really frustrated because she keeps missing. 9 plus 5, 14 plus 4. Oh, come on. Sariel, you can do better than that. What about Marcus? Well, that's a miss. My gosh, this is going so poorly. 18 against Sariel and 20 against Marcus. The blue die is against Sariel and the black die is against Marcus. So both of them get 1 hit point of damage. At least it's not going too bad for Sariel, she's still at 9. Since I'm having such bad luck with the other die, I'm gonna use this red one. And there we go, 15! Finally! Sariel finally lands a strike with her dirk. And now I'm rolling 1d6 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's only 1 HD of damage. Alas, the wound is merely superficial. 13 plus the 5 of the guy. Well, it's a good roll, but it's not enough for Marcus. Yeah, it's a blow on Marcus and on Sariel. Oh, great. And let's see how much. Yes, Marcus is spared, but Sariel gets 1 HP of damage. After the next flurry of claw strikes from the frog monster, Sariel is left slightly bruised, and Marcus, though faint, is still holding on. Alright, let's roll for Sariel. Come on, Sariel. Let's prove the audience you're actually a good adventurer. 13, yep, that's gonna do it. Let's see how much she does. 1d6 plus 2. It's just 3 again, so it's 1 hit dice. Sariel lands another blow, but due to the monster's thick hide, the dirk fails to dig in much. And now he's half health. I will have Marcus try an attack, and then I will do a moral check on the Kappa, because since he's a monster, he could run away now. He needs at least a 15. So close. So the monster has 10 in morale, so only if he rolls really bad will he flee. If he gets 11 or 12, he's gonna flee. Oh no, I thought it was a 5 on the black one. No, that's just a 9. And now he's gonna riposte. And do the same attack again, because it seems to be working pretty well for him. That won't be a hit for Sariel. And for Marcus, it's not a hit either. Fatigued, the monster fails to hit our protagonist. Yes! That is gonna be a hit. Too bad there's no crits in this game. 2 plus 2, 4, so it's 1 hit die off damage again. Sariel faints and manages to strike the monster with her dirk. The monster is left bleeding, so he's at 2 hit die. Come on, Marcus, a little stroke of luck, please. No, that's an 11. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double hit. No. Wow, good job, Marcus. But Sariel gets another hit. The monster takes his revenge on Sariel by clawing her in the leg. She does poorly. Okay, can Marcus do something? Wow, he can. And that's 1 hit die. Sariel is too overwhelmed by the monster's attack to hit him, but Marcus manages to land the blow. So the monster is merely at 1 hit die. Wow. I'll make him do another morale check, and I'll give him -2 to his morale. Oops. Oh no, that's a really good check. Wow, misses Marcus again, and misses Sariel. Tired and severely wounded, the monster fails to connect with his claws. Let's see if Sariel can finish him off. Oh, come on! Can Marcus finish him off? I would be impressed. Nope. The frog beast proves too spastic to be hit. Oh jeez. Oh wow, of course. Yeah, great, double 20. Whoop. Yeah, they both get 1 HP. Marcus is too tired now. The monster downs Marcus in a final blow to the head, so it just kind of blank, and Marcus just kind of faints and gives Sariel another wound on the arm. Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, that is a 4. 1 HD, and he's down. Furious at the sight of her ally lying unconscious on the ground, Sariel yells, "Enough!" Then she gives a final slash to the monster, cleaving him in 2. We didn't all die in this fight, but sheesh, that was not pretty. Sariel goes to Marcus's aid. They camp there for the rest of the day. She also manages to patch herself up somewhat. So I'm adding 4 more rolls because they're gonna stay there a full day while Marcus recovers enough to continue.